mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because he has them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here goes it. 61, back, right.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And I think this is a run we'll see more as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the middle pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, check that. Roll.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Just do the fucking thing, nigga.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down.
Do the shit, man.
That was his only option.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
We know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Chris Watkins,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
Anytime you think they're done moving the ball, because you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
They do it.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second in the yard at the Jaguars' 11-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Going for it with Sanders. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll try the left side with ETN. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice session.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They're just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ah! Oh, he missed him. I came too far now.
Completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 right, 79 Broncos.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Flag touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this thing gets
shit, my bad.
Out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also didn't get a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. This Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754, any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give, running right, ETN. And some room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back in the 40. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And he has to move to each defender. And they're making a nice play, even though it was complete. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Panther 11.
They'll He'll set up to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Gotta get this first down, y'all. Let's do it.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. That Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars
Jenkins, that nigga cornerback.
They'll take over right at the 50.
I forced that. I should never did it. Oh, tight end. Wow, open. I forced that.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough to make up.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Xavier Woods sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we come to the... And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going deep here for Watkins.
This nigga Jalen Hurts, bro. God damn, your arm weak as fuck, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears.
This nigga arm weak as fuck,
completely
bro.
calculated correctly. 7 picks between
They gonna
last
even
week and
that
this week
far
after
back. You can't even throw
We say
it
the most
deep like
important
that,
part of a
bro.
player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself confident.
Damn, man.
Throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Come on. Hey. Hurt. 70,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a short pickup to about the 25.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays in order to move it.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Get up. 1918. Big Ryan. Alert. Alert.
They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Beat him.
Sanders toss left side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 97 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.